Dear friends, good morning. Hope you are all well and taking the required precautions amid the COVID-19 outbreak. I am Sagar Goyal. Welcome you all on behalf of IPCA in this week-long Tech Web webinar series. This webinar is organized jointly by IPCA Maharashtra team and IPCA Central team. Participant in this webinar has given so much love and liked this webinar in such a large number that has crossed more than 200 yesterday. In this webinar series, we have tried to cover important topics to provide solutions from water-based coatings to solvent-based coatings. Emerging new technologies in water-based, that is wood coating, cool roof coating, hygiene coatings, antibacterial coatings, waterproof coatings, and polyols for polyurethane coatings. And yesterday we discussed how to improve the functionality of the paints and by adding various additives. By adding these additives, we can achieve leather finish, matte finish, gloss finish, mar resistant, slip resistance, and so on. Today, I would like to introduce our experts. As you know, they are well-known personalities of the industry for decades. Mr. Dr. Harish Agarwal and Mukund Hulyalkar ji. They are guiding us with their knowledge as the flow of the river, the simplicity and fulfilling the thirst of everyone whosoever come into their contact. In today's webinar, we have divided it into three parts of 20-25 minutes each. In the first part, Dr. Harish Agarwal ji will be giving the answers, and in the second, Mr. Mukund Hulyalkar will reply the answers. Then Dr. Harish Agarwal ji and Mukund ji will jointly answer the questions. And in the third section is important for all of us, that is brainstorming to come over on the COVID-19 effects on the business. Today, our past president, Mr. Sanjeev Gupta, who is also the managing director of Sparklina Polymers, is supporting me as the moderator. I would first like to introduce Dr. Harish Agarwal ji. Dr. Harish ji has post-graduated in chemistry from Mumbai University. After that, he has done diploma in paint technology from UDCT, now known as ICT Mumbai. He has done his doctorate in wax dispersion technology from King's University, USA. He worked as professor in Mithibai College, and then he has worked with Asian Paints as R&D scientist, and later started his own business in 1985 and serving the paint industry by educating and solving their problem. He has also written many manuals and books for the paint industry. So now it's over to Sanjeev Gupta ji. And first, Dr. Harish Agarwal ji will start his presentation, will answer the questions.
Okay, so thank you, Sagar. I guess everybody can hear me, right? Yeah, good morning, everybody. Firstly, I must commend Sagar on this great takeoff, even though we are facing. At least IPCA has been in the forefront of still connecting members through some series or the other, like this webinar series. And if the lockdown extends, then maybe we might even continue it further. Apart from that, he has been instrumental in restarting a lot of other communications after a gap of 2 years, luckily. So Gleaner has been well received and other initiatives are also doing well. So today, in this last brainstorming session and the technical session, We are very happy to welcome Dr. Harish Agarwal and Mr. Mukund Gulyalkarji. I will just give you a short introduction of Mukundji, even though he doesn't really need an introduction. So he started his career as a factory manager in industrial coating company, and then he worked as a technical executive in Bombay Paints. Now he's on a large number of panels, and he's also a consultant for a number of companies and organizations, and he is also well connected with a number of social and technical organizations. And the best of all is he's connected to everybody from his heart. So he's always there for everybody, and he's always there to give his advice. And I think we can commence the question answer session. I guess people who want to ask questions can raise their hands. So probably it becomes easier for me to just tell them, so that it's like one after the other, then you kind of don't clash with each other. So should we, I think, bataiye sir.
Sanjeev ji, basically, see the name given is the Paint Pathshala. I think I must start with some presentation, and in that presentation only you will get the questions.
Okay, so Harishji, please start with your presentation. I think that's a good idea. Let's do that. Over to Harishji.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
I think sir video बंद करवाइए सबका. सागर जी.
वीडियो बंद कराइए. हाँ. वीडियो बंद कराओ सागर जी. Hello. I am audible to you.
Yes.
Yes.
Participants are requested to please switch off their video. Yeah.
Hello. The today's subject is the Paint Pathshala. See, IPCA is always committed to give you the education on different technology. And in connection to with this today's seminar or this web series is on the Paint Pathshala. So I'll take you back to the original your college's time, where you got the initial fundamental theory of your subject, whether it is a commerce, it is a science, or it is a arts. So I'll take you to the Paint Pathshala first. So first, see, before we'll go further, we should know what is the paint. In simple word, you can see this picture here. Left hand side, you can see the paint. What is the paint? What do you mean by paint? So paint is basically a system of pigment, extender, solvent, and additives. Or paint, it can be defined as a colloidal system of pigment, binder, solvent, and additive. Why I use the colloidal system? See, paint has to be always in the suspension form, otherwise the settling will start. Then you have to add different kind of anti-settling agent and many other compounds. They will give the different properties. So try to reduce the use of additives. So I can say the paint is a homogeneous system of pigment, extender, binder, solvent, additive. Now each of these materials, they have got their own specific requirement and specific properties. For example, if I take pigment, they impart the colors or hiding to the system. Now see, when we talk about pigments are inorganic pigments are organic pigments. See, if we talk about organic pigment, phthalocyanin blue, it is a notorious pigment. Generally, you must have a problem. The paint is manufactured, sky blue paint, suppose industrial sky blue paint is manufactured.
Sir,
It's
voice
kept by
is not
6
clear.
months. The color, if you open the container, you will find that the sky blue color converts into the gray color. Have you noticed this thing?
Sir, your voice is not clear.
My voice is not clear.
Yeah,
Hello.
yes.
Now
It's okay.
hello. It's okay.
No, sir.
सर क्रैक होके आ रहा है.
Still it is not okay.
दो चीज हरीश जी
Just let me adjust it. Let me adjust it.
हरीश जी दो आप थोड़ा सा स्लो बोलिए.
Yes.
थोड़ा सा स्लोली जाइए और क्वेश्चन
Hello.
फिलहाल मत पूछिए, अदरवाइज एवरीवन विल गो ऑन बाउंसिंग.
Harijit, it seems it's a bandwidth problem. It's
Okay,
not
just a
about
minute.
your.
हरीजी थोड़ा स्लो बोलेंगे ना तो क्लियरिटी आएगी. कल भी सेम थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम
Okay, ठीक है. Okay.
स्लो देन वॉइस विल बी वेरी क्लियर.
Oh,
थैंक यू.
okay. Now see, we are talking about the pigment. When we talk about the pigment, especially the organic pigment, phthalocyanin blue, it is a notorious pigment. So when you add this phthalocyanin blue, and if you make a sky blue color out of the phthalocyanin by adding titanium dioxide, if the container is kept for the long time, say suppose 6 months, and if you open the container, the blue color disappear and you will find the gray color. Have you noticed?
Yes,
Hello?
yes.
Have you noticed this thing? So why
We have noticed.
it happens so? Why it happens so? See, the answer for this is not the surfactant, not the dispersion. That will take it later on when we'll go to the dispersion topic. The problem is with the pigment manufacturing process. Solvent stability of the phthalocyanin blue is poor. How to check the solvent stability? It is very difficult task. See, the pigment is taken into the conical flask and it is a reflex state for the 2 hours in xylene. Print is taken before reflection and after reflection. You will find lot of difference in both the tone. It means the tinting strength of the phthalocyanin after the reflection is reduced to 50%. Naturally, you are not going to get that effect with the pigment. So the pigment quality has to be good. Similarly, you can see the difference with inorganic pigment, lemon chrome or middle chrome. See the traffic signal posts are painted with the lead chrome pigments, golden yellow. Some voice is coming in between. सागर जी आप अनम्यूट कर दीजिए सबको.
और कोई है?
सागर जी अनम्यूट करिए, थोड़ा सा वॉइस आ रहा है बीच में.
हेलो
सागर जी थोड़ा सा अनम्यूट करिए.
जी.
See, the same thing happened with the inorganic pigment, middle chrome. When the paint is made and applied on the traffic signal with the golden yellow shade, and if you pass through that road after 1 week, that golden yellow shade, it turns to be slightly greener tone or dirty tone. It is the defect of pigment. During the manufacturing of the pigment, some coatings are given to the paint, like a silica coating or the alumina coating. So they give the proper property, they protect the pigment from these properties. If the coating is not given proper, you will get this defect. So this is about the pigment, how the pigment impart the color and hiding. Now the second point is extender or filler. Extender or filler, they reduce the cost of the system, cost of the paint. So there are many fillers available in the market, and especially the filler plays very important role in case of primers. They give the aesthetic property like calcite, like barytes. They give the adhesion also to the surface. So these are very important fillers for the primer especially. So the extender or filler, they reduce the cost of the system. Now third is the binder. Binder is the backbone chemistry for the paint. Binder may be the solvent-based binder. Binder may be the water-based binder. The both are important for both the system. See, the binder may be for the solvent-based system, oil-based, acrylic-based, PU-based, epoxy. Similarly, for the water-based coating, you will find the acrylics, pure acrylics, styrinated acrylics, elastomeric acrylic emulsions, and so many other reactions. Solvent, they are the dilution purpose. Solvent in the water-based system is the water, whereas in case of the solvent-based paint, it is the MTO, or it may be the xylene, aromatic compound, or it may be the toluene, or the mixture of it. Now, lastly, the additives. Additives are very important to they enhance the properties of the paints. There is a wide, very large list of the additives. They can increase the properties, many properties like gloss, flow, scratch, mar resistant, and many others. So the additive plays very important role. So now I'll take you to the next slide.
हरीश जी,
Yeah. Yes.
सर मेरे हिसाब से थोड़ा क्वेश्चन आंसर पे जाते हैं, दैट वुड बी बेटर बिकॉज अदरवाइज ये बेसिक टेक्नोलॉजी मोर और लेस पब्लिक को थोड़ा सा नॉलेज है ही है सर. सो आई हैव सम फ्यू क्वेश्चंस, कैन आई आस्क?
Yes, sure. You are open for the forum. No
Yeah.
problem. We are open.
सर आपके लिए एक क्वेश्चन है और एक हुलियालकर जी के लिए है. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन फॉर यू सर.
हाँ जी.
What are the effects of wax additives on exterior texture coating? और ये आपके लिए है. और हुलियालकर के लिए जी के लिए है, what are the advantage of PU and haze thickener over cellulose thickener in water based paints?
Okay. So I'll answer for the first, what are the effect of the wax emulsion on exterior coating.
Yes,
so
sir.
I'll take you to the slide of the wax emulsion coating.
आई रिक्वेस्ट कि जो भी क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हैं एक बार अपना इंट्रोडक्शन भी दे दें.
Sir, this side is Rajiv Parekh from Godavari Paints, Bombay.
For the exterior coating, it is very important. Wax emulsion, they are different kind of waxes are used in the manufacturing of the wax emulsion. Generally, for the textile purpose, the paraffin wax emulsions are made. And if you talk about the exterior coating, the wax emulsions based on the polyethylene and the blend of paraffin, or the wax emulsion with the blend of different polydimethyl siloxane can be used. So what happened? The mechanism is what? Once the added in the system, around 2 to 3% of the wax emulsion. The wax emulsions, they forms a barrier between the film and the outer surface, and they will provide the water repellency. Water cannot be penetrated inside, so it will be protected from the sunlight. You will get the less microbiological attack on it. You will get the durability of the film. You will get the sheen on the film. You will get the scratch resistance, mar resistance on the film. So that way the wax emulsion can improve the quality. In addition to this, anything else you want to ask?
सर ये मतलब टॉप कोट के हिसाब से लगाना रहता है?
Yes, it is. See, I can just go through the slide. The effect you can see very well.
Okay.
On the slide number downward, where the green leaves are there, you can see the lotus effect.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And the right hand side, you can see the building.
Yeah.
Half coated with the wax emulsion and half without coated.
Okay.
When the water is thrown on it, you will get the repellency.
Got it, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Mukund ji,
And
आपके लिए.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Just to take up further Harishji's
Hello.
comment.
सर वन क्वेश्चन.
सर जरा जोर से, मुकुंद जी आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा है.
Just
Hello.
to take further to Harishji's explanation about wax emulsion. One more thing I have to add. Rajiv ji, am I audible?
नहीं सर, बहुत लो है, कुछ हेडफोन पे नहीं है।
हेडफोन नहीं है।
अच्छा
चलिए ऐसे ही बोलिए, आ रहा है, it is audible.
Yeah.
So now this wax emulsion, Rajiv ji, there is one more thing. Harish ji ne for a water repellent, so that is very much relevant with the rough stuff. When you have a groove of 1 mm, 2 mm, you have seen majority time in that groove there is a fungal growth. So wax emulsion will help on the same principle what Harish ji has explained. And now coming to my
just a minute. See what happened, the waxes have got the tendency to migrate on the surface. Waxes are having tendency to migrate on the surface. So as the temperature rises, whatever holes or whatever gaps are there, they are filled up with the wax emulsion and you will get the uniform structure. So there will not be any penetration of any molecule inside, so film will be protected.
Or any disadvantage of wax emulsion like dirt pickup?
No, not the disadvantage is that if you add an excess of wax emulsion more than 3%, time problem you will.
Thank you.
Sir, any recoatability problem will arise?
No, there is no silicone wax. There is no problem of the recoatability. If you have an excess of silicone, then recoatability problem is there.
Not with the wax, huh? Okay.
So does wax emulsions get washed off after a few rainfalls?
See, basically what happened, a lot of surfactant are used in the process. So naturally, if after a long time, suppose 3 or 4 years, if heavy rain is there, continuously rain is falling, then it is a possibility that some part of the material will leach out and they will not. So you have to increase the dosage. For example, in the North India, 1 to 1.5% is enough. If you go to the Mumbai, 2% is enough. If you go to the Chennai and Kerala area, you have to add 3 to 5% of wax emulsion. And the polymer is already there, so impregnated film is formed, pack system is formed. So there will not be any leaching.
Harish bhai.
Yes.
Ganesh this side.
Whether this
wax emulsion is recoatable?
Yes, wax emulsion is recoatable, no problem, because the doses are very less.
Certain emulsions we found that these wax emulsions are not recoatable.
No,
there is problem of potability.
No, problem will come only when the wax emulsion is manufactured by adding silicone additive also. There is one grade, I am having one grade, siloxane 539. It is modified with polydimethyl siloxane. So that will create the recoatability problem.
Okay. So what is the difference between wax emulsions and silicones? Basically in exterior coatings, both are effective. What are the major advantages of silicone over wax emulsions and wax emulsions over silicone?
See, basically the chemistry of both the wax emulsion and the silicone is different. Wax emulsion, they are the hydrocarbon. Wax emulsion will provide the different properties, the anti-blocking properties, slip and mar resistance, touch and feel, cell finish, lotus effects. All these properties you will not get with the silicone additives. And potability problem is also there with the silicone additive, which you will not find with the wax emulsion.
But sir, the companies are promoting their products like they have silicone additives and somewhat they have a good durability in exteriors using silicone additives. So how is it? Yes, sir.
See, silicone additives, I told you, they will also work, but you will get the recoatability problem with the silicone, which you will not face with the wax, because the wax does not contain any, wax is having the hydrocarbon material, paraffin and polyethylene.
Okay.
So they will not give any recoatability problem, it will come with the silicone.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Which product you?
Hello.
Agravanji.
Which product would you suggest for this wax for exterior
Exterior
paints?
paint, I told you the wax emulsion will give you the good water repellency. You can protect the film from the spoilage, UV radiation, and so many other
Which product
things.
do you specify? Any product as such to be specified?
My product you want to know?
Yeah, that would be fine.
See, I am having a product called WE400, wax emulsion 400. It is a modified with the paraffin and the polyethylene wax. That will be good.
Any effect of on gloss?
See, waxes will never give you the gloss. Those who are happy with the scene, angular scene or a semi-glossy finish, then it is okay. If you want gloss, wax will not work.
Harish ji, one
Yes.
query.
Yes,
This is
yes.
Dr. Gururaj here. Amongst the wax emulsion, what would you suggest? High density polyethylene waxes or the regular one?
Yeah, this is
Oxidized
good
or
question.
non-
Good question. Good question. I'll answer it. If you make a paraffin wax emulsion and if you apply on the surface, when the temperature rises, it goes above 40 degree, it becomes soft, and there will be a dirt pickup and so many other problems. So always the oxidized polyethylene wax or polyethylene wax is okay. They are having a melting point of 110. They are having melting point of 110. So the blend will give always the good result.
Okay. Is there any limitation for the high density polyethylene wax emulsion?
Limitation,
like their shelf life or any other drawback which they have?
drawback is that excess of wax is always giving you the lot of problem. So the controlled quantity of the wax emulsion is to be added in the range of 1 to 3%.
Okay. Now, before use, I mean, if we have to buy 50 kg and we'll be using it over a period of time, what is the stability difference in HDP wax emulsions and the regular paraffin wax emulsions?
See, basically what happens, the paraffin wax or polyethylene wax, they are prepared in homogenizer system. So you will get very good stability is there. Lot of preservative and other different additives are added. But if you keep it for the longer time, the shelf life is 1 year. If you keep it for the more than 1 year, definitely some problem may arise.
Okay, this is about the paraffin waxes.
Paraffin wax, yeah, yeah.
What about the HDP wax? The
oxidized polyethylene wax problems are less as compared to the paraffin wax.
So they will have a longer shelf life.
Yeah, definitely. One, that is what I said. Either polyethylene you use or oxidized polyethylene. It's better always instead of paraffin. Paraffin is okay for the textile industry.
Okay. Is there any way we can identify the emulsion that we are getting is this or that?
See, the identification is only based on the viscosity, and that can be manipulated with the formulation system, pH and surfactant.
So we don't have an option other than trusting the supplier.
No, but you have to trust on the supply. Secondly, the waxes for the coating you have to use not in the paste form. Always try to use the wax in the emulsion form, liquid form.
Good morning, Harish ji. This is Suyog Singhal from Sarpur.
Thank you.
हाँ जी सिंगल जी बोलिए. How are you, sir?
Good, good. आप बताइए.
बताइए सर.
ये पूछना था कि वैक्स क्योंकि इमल्शन फॉर्म में है और डिस्क्रीट पार्टिकल्स होते हैं तो इसको भी कोई कोलेसिंग एजेंट की रिक्वायरमेंट होगी?
Coalescing agent is already in your system, and order of addition is very important for the wax emulsion. It is to be added at the end when the emulsions are added. Along with the emulsion, it is to be added. There is no need to add additional coalescing agent.
Okay, and the same coalescing agent will work or कोई hydrocarbon solvent use करना?
No, same coalescing taxanol will work or the butyl carbitol will work. No problem.
Okay, thank you.
Now we can move to our question.
Can I have a question for Mukundji, please?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, see, Mukundji, I have two questions back to back, and one for Harishji. What is basically stabilization of a batch in a grinding process, and what are the reasons why it is being done? That is number one. Number two is the tendency of chromes to gel on storage, basically in epoxy high build systems. The reasons for that and what is the best method to avoid that. And one question for Harish ji will be, how do you avoid the gassing problems in case of a zinc-rich system, a 92% zinc-rich system? I am Mahadevan from Metcon Coatings, Mumbai. Okay. Can I have Mukunji's this thing first and then Harish ji, please?
Yes, first of all, I will answer one pending question from Raju Parekh, and answer will not take much time. So we'll finish that first. How he is asking the PU thickener over the haze and cellulosic thickeners. The answer is very simple. Haze thickener name itself suggests it will give haze. So usually with our ammonium polyacrylate and our cross-link thickener also. And these cross-link thickeners don't harm much about gloss, but they harm little. But cellulosic thickeners, HEC, CMC, they will hamper the gloss of the paint. And nowadays, you know, Rajuji,
yes, sir.
In pouch distemper also people want gloss. 10 रुपए के पैकेट में भी. तो ग्लॉस का जरा ये अभी आजकल चल रहा है स्टाइल. तो PU thickener will give the best gloss. Point number 1. Point number 2, ये PU का rheology है ना, when you see in the tin itself, the rheology is something special. It is thick also and thin also. That particular rheology you will get with PU thickener. You can use the combination of high shear and low shear. So nowadays, due to the requirement of the gloss, like our Royal and all the high-end products, we use PU thickener. And second question by our friend Mahadevan sir. I think, sir, it is regarding chrome. Mahadevan sir.
The stabilization process of a batch and its importance.
What?
Stabilization process.
Okay, okay. Stabilization.
Mukunji, why is stabilization?
Yes, I will answer. Actually, I will like. I don't have anybody else numbers, more numbers, but for our today's listener, I will send you this full process which is ready with me. And one more thing I can do, the stabilization, why important, that I will tell you now itself. And the whole process also. But in short, because here we are having short of time, the stabilization is required to answer to the focus to stabilization only. At stabilization time, your resin solids in the mill base are less. Usually, as per Daniel flow, we should have 25 resin solids. But again, it depends pigment to pigment. Daniel was the scientist who invented first. Every pigment requires different resin solids. But roughly, if you don't go to that much technicality, the pigment shock, what you told, that is stabilization. If you don't do, the result will be pigment shock. Now, what is pigment shock? Or in other words, we call as a grinding reversion or dispersion reversion. Actually, grinding word is totally wrong in our industry. We don't grind anything, we only disperse. Now, this, if you allow me some time, when Harishji will be answering your question, at that time, luckily, my training program in the March 15 got cancelled. I have made some sample. I will show on the screen here live. You know, my habit is showing live. I more happy that seeing is people will not forget any time. I got one mill base of beta blue, mill base 10 kilo beta blue, and you require 6 times liquid and 25% solids, resin solid. So that base is ready with me. I will add some small base and I will add directly MTO to it. So if you add directly to MTO, what happens? MTF is having natural attraction towards the resin. So it will pull the resin and there will not be any protective resin for the pigment. Protective resin means which is surrounded on the surface of the pigment, and you will get, again, your Hegman gauge is 7. If you don't stabilize and add directly solvent or the thin down process, then this is called grinding reversion. Your finish will come 4 or 3. This will happen when Harish ji is answering your question. I will just, it is in front of me on my table. I will show you to our listeners what is a pigment shock live. And the second question by you is about chrome, right? And regarding this pigment shock, there are a lot of detailed notes are with me. I will send you on your WhatsApp and you can circulate to all the listener. I don't know which route that you can do it. Now, second about chrome. Usually, Harish ji explained us.
I'll explain.
Chrome manufacturing, but my as a paint formulator, our experience is the chrome, when acid is not totally removed, that means washings are not sufficient, at that time we get gelation problem. Now this gelation problem gets after 2-3 months, the chrome gets even in normal alkyd also, not essentially epoxy. The normal thing we can do, we add benzoic acid as a chain blocker. We add 10% benzoic acid, 1%, that is 100 gram benzoic acid and 90 gram respective solvent if it is epoxy thinner, and we add 1%. And one more thing I want to add, these chromes are still works with the CNSL combination. Even a good quality of chrome where acid is totally removed and good quality standard chrome also gels with CNSL. And here benzoic acid and butanol helps up to limited. But my experience, I done the shades like olive green and all, less cost olive greens and all or blacks we make on CNSL resin. And we are using chrome in olive green and many shades. In that, if you want to use CNSL along with the chrome, then not to use is a simple answer, but how to use is an intelligent answer. You should add around 1% zinc naphthenate as a peptiding agent pakka. Even in gelation, Mr. Mahadevan, there are 2 types of gelation. One is a reversible, one is a irreversible. Even some paints have reached to the irreversible gelation. We have supplied some olive green, and 1 month that factory has a strike. So after that we got 20 drums rejected with we call in our slang production language as halwa. So वो जो हलवा वाला olive green था, that was improved by zinc naphthenate, and mainly again it should not gel after 2-3 days. And when we make redoxide zinc chromate primer, the cost is prohibitive. Then we have to make in CNSL. So we had another idea, जुगाड़ बोलते हैं इसको हम लोग हिंदी में, जुगाड़. तो ये जुगाड़ ऐसा है, you grind in alkyd, zinc chrome and alkyd and extenders. Here and the CNSL you grind extender and chrome you grind in alkyd. Sorry. So and then after ball milling out, when the heat generation and other problems are not there, outside after cooling you can blend. The gelation chances are nil. Then also we add 1% zinc naphthenate and benzoic acid to be on safer side. I think your answer, my questions are over, and now I think your question is for Harish ji.
Yeah.
For zinc rich primers.
Sir, one thing,
how to
sir,
avoid
sorry.
gassing in zinc rich primer. And one more thing, just interesting academic interest. usually this levering we call thickening and gassing, it goes parallelly in many cases. So that also very interesting story. Why it goes together, the thickening tendency and the gas in the container. That also goes many times parallel. Now I think I will give over to Harish ji. Till that I will bring that to show you pigment shock on this camera.
Sir, only one thing need to this 1% zinc naphthenate and benzoic acid and benzoic, how much quantity?
10% solution, 1%. That is 100 gram benzoic acid, 900 gram respective solvent as per the system, as per the regime.
And 1% of this?
No, 1% of the total paint. अभी आपका 100 किलो पेंट होएगा ना, तो 100 ग्राम बेंजोइक एसिड लेने का, 900 ग्राम रिस्पेक्टिव सॉल्वेंट, मिक्स इट वेरी वेल and you add in 100 liter paint. Actually benzoic acid we call as a chain blocker. वो जो लास्ट में जो जेलेशन होता है रेजिन का, डबल बॉन्ड ब्रेक होते जाता है, पॉलीमराइजेशन रेंज स्टार्ट्स, तो ये बेंजोइक एसिड जाके उसको रोक देता है.
Thank you, sir.
Usually this is used by this chain stop alkyd manufacturer
also.
So there is a question from Mr. Murli. Mr. Murli, please ask your question. Mr. Biren Bahadur, you can ask your question, please.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity to ask question. Just want to understand. I just heard that wax emulsion is they say is better than silicone emulsion. Just want to know, do you have some data over that? Some durability data?
Yeah, that we are having. So right now I don't have that slide. Otherwise, I would have given you. If you want, you can share with me. I'll definitely send you the data.
Okay, thank you, sir. Do you also have UV resistance of wax emulsions?
See, basically those who are manufacturing the emulsions, polymer emulsions, binders which are used for the manufacturing of the coating, they are taking well care of it. They are having a UV absorber, Tinovin and other thing. So there is no need to add this type of wax emulsion, this UV resistant additive to the wax emulsion.
Okay, okay. Sir, how can I get the data from you? How can I connect with you?
I'll give you my email ID right now. I'll give you email ID. You can share with me. I'll give you the data.
हरी जी जो आप कह रहे थे जो इसके साथ कंपैटिबल नहीं है, कौन सा है?
हेलो, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है.
सॉरी हरी जी.
हाँ जी, बोलिए.
तो आपने सिलॉक्सिन बोला था जो इसके साथ कंपैटिबल नहीं है.
हाँ जी.
वो कौन सा ग्रेड है जो इसके साथ कंपैटिबल नहीं है वैक्स एमल्शन के साथ?
जी देखिए, पॉलीडाइमिथाइल सिलॉक्सिन डिफरेंट चेन है. मिथाइल ग्रुप कितने है उसके साथ उसके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है. पॉलीडाइमिथाइल सिलॉक्सिन SiO-Si लिंकेज है, उसके साथ में कितने मिथाइल ग्रुप अटैच है, हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप कितने अटैच है, उसके साथ में रिएक्शन होता है. तो इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द टाइप ऑफ सिलॉक्सिन विच यू आर यूजिंग. So generally the simple plain polydimethyl siloxane is compatible. Other with the high CH3 group compounds are not compatible.
Thank you.
Hello. Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir. You have mentioned the 2% doses. It gives the water repellency only, or it also gives the lotus effect?
See, with the 2% you will get the lotus effect also and water repellency, but it is only for the Maharashtra, then western area. If the water rain is more, I mean if you go to the coastal area like Kerala, Trivandrum and all that, you have to increase the dose, you have to go for 3 to 5%.
Because sometimes customer tell me when added the wax emulsion in the formulation, they get the water repellency but not the lotus effect.
No, lotus effect will get, it depends upon the type of extender used also. There should not be a water absorbing extender in your formulation. If the water absorption extenders are used in the formulation, you will not get the gloss. Similarly, the wax emulsion effect will also minimize.
Okay, thank you, sir. Myself, Dr. Anil Bansal from APS Mendels, Vadodara.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
हरीश सर.
हाँ जी.
हरीश सर.
हाँ जी.
हाँ सर, ये मैं कुणाल बोल रहा हूँ.
हाँ,
आपका जब तक ये क्वेश्चन आंसर शुरू है तब तक आपने जो पीपीटी प्रेजेंटेशन बनाया वो एक पेज रन करेंगे तो हम लोग तब तक देख लेते कि उसमें भी हमारा लिए कुछ है क्या काम का, प्लीज। थैंक यू
Sure,
सर।
sure. I'm giving you. I'm giving you.
यस सर।
Harish ji, can I?
Mr. Jitin, please.
Harish ji, can I ask you a question, please?
Please, sir.
Harish ji, this thing, how do you improve the gloss of a water-based paint? Hello? Harish ji? Yeah, Harish ji, I have a question for you. Can I ask it, please?
Yeah, yes, definitely. Why not?
Yeah. How do you increase the gloss of a water-based paint?
This is a good question. Nowadays, there is a requirement of the gloss on water-based paint. So it depends mainly on the 2-3 factors. Number one, the type of extender you select. If you are using lot of water-absorbing fillers, like suppose say China clay, calcium carbonate, then you are definitely not going to get gloss. So you have to use the soapstone or calcite powder in your formulation. Number one. Number two, the combination of polymer has to be used, not only pure acrylic emulsion or pure styrene acrylic emulsion, along with the opaque polymer has to be added. Some percentage of opaque polymer. This will take care of your opacity and hiding also, and this will improve the gloss. Third, order of addition. It is very important. I'll just give you the slides, how the water addition, the order of addition is important for the water-based compound. Order of addition of raw material is very much important. In case of water-based compound, first you have to pre-mix the rheology modifier additive into the water. Then you have to add the additives, whatever additive you want to add. Then you have to add different minerals and pigments, and then you have to start the milling of the material. So the order of addition is very important. This also improves the gloss.
So, at what time the opaque polymer should be added in the system?
Let down process only when the emulsions are added. At the same time, opaque polymer also you can add.
So is it that after higher
Hello?
Hariji.
Hello?
Sir, is it that after high-speed stirrer at higher speeds, the opaque polymer particles break themselves?
Not the at the see, temperature is also playing very important role. You have to see the temperature when you add the emulsion or the opaque polymer. The temperature should not be more than 30 to 35 degrees Celsius. It is very important. Milling, see, generally people are doing milling and the temperature goes up to the 40, 45, 50 degrees. You will never get the gloss. It is very important.
Harish ji, my question on gassing of zinc-rich primers and high-build primers is still unanswered.
See, zinc-rich primer, PVB, polyvinyl butyrate and phosphoric acid combination you are getting. Zinc-rich primer that you want, H primer, you are talking about.
Not the H primer, the normal zinc-rich primer. Not the polyvinyl butyrate.
Okay. Normal
phosphoric
primer.
acid.
Okay. Normal zinc-rich primer. So normal zinc-rich primer, if the gassing problem is there, that may be due to your alkyd problem. Always you have to select the alkyd with the high solid, low viscosity, number one. Number two, during your process, you have to add 0.5% of the dipentene and 0.5% of the xylene mixture. You will not get the gassing problem.
Harish, does it hold good even for an epoxy zinc-rich system, the addition of dipentenes and this thing? Because normally my observation is when you add the dipentene, it just gets thrown out of the system. In case of this thing, the high solid zinc riches. And do we have anything which is a better stabilizer for preventing the gassing? Even
then you have to you can add up to some extent the neutralizer. AMP 95 or triethanolamine.
That is okay.
This is one for me. Just to add one thing.
Yes.
Harijji,
Yes.
should I add something to this?
Yeah, definitely. Why not?
Usually this gassing and gelation, as I told earlier, it goes together. Actually, Mahadevji, you are
Hello,
listening
I'm
to
listening.
me? Mahadevji.
I'm listening.
So gassing is in zinc-rich primers in epoxy. It is due to the moisture. Moisture paint contains all this metallic paint. Gassing is problem is there. For even our simple 2-pack aluminum, you can see many times aluminum medium is coming out of the seaming of the tin due to the gassing. Now, what is the reason? The gelation and now in zinc-rich primer, gassing is due to the moisture with the zinc dust. Now, sometimes I have one simple idea, jugaad. I add little quicklime. Quicklime in sometime is incorporated to react with and remove the moisture, not more. पण ज़्यादा लाइम नहीं डाल सकते हो, नहीं तो it will be saponification हो जाएगा. Or in case of aluminum medium and other thing. Now, the real technical answer to your question is, you should add molecular sieves A size, 4A, around 1%. That 4A is called pore size. Dust with, and some, usually many people supply 3-pack system. Epoxy resin separate, zinc dust separate, hardener separate. So 3-pack system may be, I will tell you, we add silica gel in the zinc dust जिसमें पैक होता है, उसके अंदर like our capsules, we take B complex capsule, in that silica gel is kept. तो capsule एक दूसरे को चिपकना नहीं मांगता due to humidity. So same principle, silica gel, and usually we pack zinc-rich है ना, आप डब्बे में भी पैक करो, स्टील के डब्बे में, you pack with the polythene bag airtight. Don't keep a air space between the polythene bag. And to extend further, the silicon based paints जो होता है ना, aluminium, silicon aluminum, usually they are single pack. उसमें जो डब्बे में जो सोल्डर किया होता है ना, उसमें लेड रहता है. Due to that, gas होता है. In fact, this chemistry I will explain you. Zinc metal pure, इसका zinc का वैलेंसी है 2 plus H2O will be zinc hydroxide and hydrogen gas is liberated. This is a simple chemistry, and to avoid how to that and what is the chemistry. Now, further, when मेरा जो आइडिया था जुगाड़, वो जुगाड़ ये था कि क्विक लाइम इज ए CaO प्लस H2O मीन्स एयर में जो ये मॉइस्चर. नाउ CaO, हरीश जी इज ए better person than me, he is a core chemistry person. So calcium hydroxide plus 6H2O is liberated. Now 6H2O is called water of crystallization. So CaO can absorb moisture 6 times of its own weight. Now similarly, barium sulfate, ferrous oxide also have water of crystallization. So the best thing for your thing is to pack in 3-pack system, but in 3-pack system also zinc should be polythene pack, उसमें air packet, and usually in your production also. Now a practical suggestion to you, जब भी आपको zinc rich epoxy का batch बनाने का है, so don't open the zinc dust drums and keep previous day open. Usually try to open when you want to pack the zinc dust, and usually on the summer day. अभी जुलाई अगस्त में full some बारिश में don't do this repacking work as per your weight. Usually for zinc silicate also we give zinc dust separately. So ये zinc dust का you have to take a precaution कि minimum contact with the air, and main thing is this your molecular sieves will act as a tissue paper, something like that. I think I have answered your question.
Ulalkar ji, just a minute. Ulalkar ji, the calcium oxide, the hydrated lime, anhydrous lime, you don't suggest because it will create another problem. Triethanolamine or the is the best solution. It will form the emulsion and the gassing problem will be avoided.
We want moisture absorber.
Yeah, that will form the emulsion. Triethanolamine will form the emulsion with the water. I am agreed. That will be the good as compared to the lime.
मुकुंद सर, मैं थोड़ा ऐड करता हूँ. एक्चुअल में ये आपने जो बोला लाइम, actually one of the customer, the export customer, the foreign customer, they are making the pipe coatings or gas pipe coatings, the protective coatings. They are also adding the calcium oxide, but it is the surface treated. Because क्या होता है कि उसको open छोड़ देंगे थोड़ा भी तो moisture पहले ही absorb कर लेगा. हाँ, तो उसको surface, they are using the surface treated calcium oxide, but it is very less quantity. So both the problem is solved because the calcium oxide absorbs the moisture as well as the gases.
Correct.
They are also adding the sir, they are also adding the this calcium. One of the customer, this export customer, they are also adding calcium oxide in floor coating also, because floor coating some of the gases evolve. So this surface modified calcium oxide will take care about the all gases.
Floor coating is all right. Yes, floor coating is okay. Floor coating is okay.
So they are also adding pipe coating. They are making the gas pipeline.
So what I was saying now, any more questions? Because we can move on to the next session where we can announce, if somebody wants to ask, maybe we can ask one or two more questions. Then we can move on to the next section where we'll discuss the fallout of COVID-19 on businesses and how best to cope with that.
Sanjeev ji, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
This is Jaisal Parekh from R. Nagardas and Company, Bombay. Harish ji, I would like to know something about defoamers. When we have some high quality water-based emulsion premium coating, is there any different type of defoamers to be used?
Yeah, defoamer chemistry is also very important, you know. Defoamer, generally two types of defoamers are there. One, silicon-based defoamer. Second, the mineral oil-based defoamer. These two type of defoamers are generally in the market, and some defoamers are based on the hydrophobic compound and the waxes. So three type of defoamers are available in the market. When the filler loading is more, you have to use always silicon defoamer. High premium quality, I'll suggest you the mineral oil defoamer, not the silicon defoamer.
Rishi, I want to ask one question. How we can optimize the dosage of the TiO2 in our paints? Because the TiO2 is, it's a very costly raw material, and how can we optimize it?
See, the optimization of TiO2 is very easy. Nowadays, a lot of new inorganic pigments are coming in the market. They can replace titanium up to some extent. A precipitated barium sulfate, that is called the blank fix, can also be added. Some part will be replaced by that also. And in the water-based formulation, you can replace TiO2 by opaque polymer.
Okay, so anybody else wants to ask a question?
Can I ask?
Yes, sir, I want to ask one question.
Yes, please. Harish, how to increase the opacity for the coverage in pearl pigment? When
pearl pigment.
In pearl pigment, there is a very low opacity. So how to increase with retaining a gloss?
See, in the pearl pigment, you cannot add additional pigment. If you add a pigment, the pearl effect will go. So only you have to add the blank fix in that. That will not eat an inert compound. So blank fix will give the correct result.
Sir, can I ask my question?
Yes, sure.
Sir, how do we determine the binder and the pigment, as in the universal stainer that we will be using to manufacture paints to create a particular shade? How do we examine their compatibility?
See, the compatibility to the paint you are talking about, the stainers.
So binder and the stainer
compatibility. See, the system, generally the stainers, or you can say the pigment paste, they are prepared from the various surfactant. Surfactant, they are sometime APO free also, they are sometime not APO free. And when you are using the binder, you are talking about the water-based system.
Yes, sir. Water-based
So
system.
when you are using a latex-based system, either based on the styrene or pure acrylic or the copolymer compatibility, pH is very important for that. You have to select the pH in the range of 8.5 to 9 of the binder, because the pH of the stainer or the universal paste, they are in the range of 7.5 to 8. If the pH is below, it will not be compatible. If the pH is in the range of 8 to 8.5 of the binder, it will be compatible.
Okay.
Sir, my question is there. I am Hamid Meman from Gujarat Paints. Sir, if suppose one of the primer formulation has a 50% this powder, calcite powder, and one is 70%. So how to calculate the optimum quantity of binder emulsion?
See, the pigment volume concentration is there. Pigment volume concentration is very important factor for this. This is the ratio of the pigment and to the binder.
Yes.
See, the total quantity of the pigment is a ratio of the total quantity of the pigment
Right.
and the solid material, not the vehicle.
Right.
So that ratio is balanced, then you will get the correct formulation. For generally for the gloss paint, the ratio is between 0 to 20%. And for the primers, the range is increasing. So PVC is very important. If the pigments if the binders are overloaded with the pigment, then it is a critical PVC. It is called the critical PVC. You will get the unbalanced system in that case.
But sir, there is one formulation, one calculation is there in which emulsion, all the particles of the this calcite powder or whatever powder it is, they are very perforated with the emulsion. So there is one calculation कि उसके लिए क्या ये है जिससे पूरा emulsion बराबर हर एक पार्टिकल को पेरिफेरी में आ जाता है तो द पाउडर. तो वो कैलकुलेशन सर कुछ है अपने पास में सर?
वो तो that slide is not there. Slide is not there. Otherwise, I would have gone you, because I have not prepared the slide. It was as a question answer session only. So the all slides are not ready. You can contact directly me. I'll give you that formulation. You can calculate the exact ratio.
I think Sagar ji has already shared the email IDs of Harish ji and Pulyalkar ji on the chat.
I'll give you on the screen also.
Yeah, and you can directly contact them for any specific questions. I think we are more or less done with the technical question and answer part. And I think we should now move on to the next part, which is regarding how to get over the after effects of COVID-19, which we'll face. So I think we can start by asking Karwa ji. हाँ, बोलिए हुलियालकर जी.
Sir, sir ji, will you allow me only 1 minute to show that pigment shock live?
Oh yeah. Please show that.
I will try. You people just see how I can do. Just 1 minute. So can you see all?
Yeah.
This is a small container. This is containing BW 10 kilo and alkyd and zinc naphthalate and MTO base. BW stainer we keep for our production, for our own use. In our production for shade matching, 10% we make, but this is not 10%. This is only mill base. Now, if I don't use excess alkyd to this,
sir, नहीं दिख रहा है. मुकुंद जी कंटेनर नहीं दिख रहा है.
हरीश जी, एक मिनट स्लाइड आप बंद करेंगे तो उनको फिर हम लोग स्क्रीन पे लेंगे.
ठीक है, बंद कर दो स्लाइड बंद.
मुकुंद जी कंटेनर नहीं दिख रहा है.
एक सेकेंड, अभी बढ़ा देते हैं. अभी
1 मिनट सर. हाँ, दिख रहा है सर अभी?
नहीं, और नीचू करिए सर.
अभी दिख रहा है? ये कंटेनर है.
नहीं, कंटेनर नहीं दिख रहा है.
सर नीचू करिए, नीचू
कैमरा नीचू करिए.
कैमरा नीचू करिए.
डब्बा आगे जाने दो.
हाँ, आपके हाथ के पास डब्बा लेके जाओ. और पीछू.
आगू मतलब आगे लो. आगे सर.
हाँ.
सर सेल्फी मोड बंद करके
सर पेन की तरफ ले जाओ.
थोड़ा आगे करो.
और ज्यादा. और ज्यादा
थोड़ा और पेन की जगह बस ठीक।
यस बस 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 सर परफेक्ट
हाँ
Please mute your phones and applications. Only Mr. Hulgarkar to speak, please.
Now I will add directly solvent without adding alkyd for stabilization. You will see what will happen. Okay. I will add the directly MTO. Just 1 minute. You can see that total PW powder is totally separated. You can see. Hello.
No, we can't see. We can't see. Please focus. No. Take it up. Take your phone up. Take your phone up still. Focus on the subject, please.
Yes. You can see that M2 is totally separated out.
We can see only your fingers.
अभी थोड़ा आगे करो हाँ आ जाएगा
ऊपर लीजिए सर थोड़ा इसको पेन की तरफ ले जाओ
सर कैमरा पीछे का कैमरा लगाइए
सर आई गेस सेल्फी मोड बंद कीजिए आई थिंक आप सेल्फी मोड में कर रहे हैं
पीछे का कैमरा लगाइए पीछे का
सर
So just speak. I think let's continue with the session because this is not working.
हुलियालकर जी प्लीज
तो आप बता दो हाँ
जी ओके तो चलेगा बट इन शॉर्ट आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू दैट बीटा बी विल बी टोटली ब्रोकन बाय जब भी हम लोग दूध में नींबू डालते हैं ना ऐसा हो जाएगा दिस इज कॉल्ड पिगमेंट शॉक थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर पेशेंट लिसनिंग थैंक यू वेरी मच
Sagar ji, I think you can continue now with the next part.
Sanjeev ji, if there is more time, we can go for some more questions.
What do you suggest, Sagar? Like, should we?
If the time is there, we can have some more interaction session.
No problem. We can have 10 minutes more for the interaction for question.
सागर जी जितना टाइम आप इंटरेक्शन को दे सकते हो दे दीजिए हम उसको दूसरे को जो अभी करना है आगे वी हैव टू गेट आउट ऑफ दिस सिचुएशन वो किसी और टाइम ले सकते हैं इसको सोलली सिर्फ इसको टेक्निकल सेशन रहने दीजिए
ठीक है अशोक जी हम इसी सेशन को थोड़ा आगे बढ़ा लेते हैं हम 15-20 मिनट्स और इसको आगे बढ़ाते हैं साहब
बहुत बढ़िया
प्लीज कंटिन्यू इट प्लीज
forum is again open for the technical session you can ask questions
yes there's a question from Satyat Talati ji I am unmuting you please ask your question
sir I have asked already
you have asked already okay Ashok ji you have any
Harish ji I have one question with you
okay boliye
Achha sir, what is the ideal pigment binder ratio for high quality emulsions?
High quality emulsion pigment binder ratio, it is up to 25%. 0 to 25% is the best.
25%. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, what should be the ideal titanium loading for type 1 paints?
Type 1 paint, if you want to go for a very high-end product, the titanium loading, it will go up to 25 to 30%.
And how can we cut the cost because titanium is very high in cost?
Some titanium replacement materials are available in the market with that, number one. Number two, you can use the blank fix. An opaque polymer.
Opaque polymer. Thank you, sir.
Sir, can you please open the presentation?
Presentation again I have to open. Sure, why not?
This is Ravindra from slide 8.
Which slide you want?
Yes, sir. Yes. All pages, sir.
Continue with this to the end.
Deepak, I have some question. Currently in the water base, So is there any work is going on the green chemistry? Because some of the surfactant or emulsifier still non-phenol kind of products are used. So is there any work is going on in the surfactant side for good APO free or green chemistry kind of products? Because still in our paint industry, people are using non-phenol as a emulsifier, non-phenol base.
Yeah,
Is there any
definitely.
work?
Definitely, those who are very much interested in green chemistry, though they can go for SLES based product or lauryl ethoxylate based product or castor oil based product. This nonyl phenol will not work because the phenol is there. So you have to go for the lauryl ethoxylate, castor oil ethoxylate, or DOS even you can use dioctyl sulfosuccinate. Dioctyl sulfosuccinate.
Thanks, Deepak.
One question from me, Suyog Singhal.
Yes.
There are some paints available in the market which are high PVC because they show a weight per liter up to 1.40 water base, but they still have a very high level of sheen or gloss. So how do we go about making high PVC paints with good gloss or good high sheen?
See, I told you, Suyog ji, once again I'll repeating the things. The mineral you have to use and coalescing agent also you have to use. Film forming agents are very important. Coalescing agent also you have to use. They will help in giving you the good fill. The selection of the binder, number one, you have to go up to the 50% to 55% of the binder loading. You have to check the coalescing agent. You have to check the different extender which you are using. They should not be a water moisture absorbing as extender.
Harishi, I'm Kapil Mehta from Everest Paint. Can you suggest anything in water base to improve the gloss?
Again the same question and same answer I'll give you. Selection of raw material. Number one, the extender, good quality. Don't use calcium, lime-based product, calcium carbonate or China clay. Don't use. Number one. Number two, the binder ratio, the binder percentage in the range of 50 to 60%. Along with that, opaque polymer and good Texanol coalescing agent is to be used. And temperature control is very important during process. It should not exceed 30 to 35 degree. Otherwise, you will not get gloss.
Harishji.
Yes.
Should I add something? With
Yes. Why not? Sure.
Point number one, I will read out first the only points. Somebody want to note down, they can note down. I have made some points for getting better gloss. One is some extenders are now available, surface treated extenders, and actually trade name I am not supposed to take on this forum. But when you take that extender powder mixed with water, apply on the finger, you will get in the wet state also gloss, and after drying that extender itself gives gloss. That is point number one. Now these people are talking of very high sheen. So I have made some notes. In that note, your 3-4 points of yours are already included. Your points are really valid, but I will go fast. The TG of the emulsion, you go to the higher the TG of emulsion, the gloss will be more, hardness will be more. But again, कुछ पाने के लिए कुछ खोना पड़ता है. You have to use Texanol up to 5 to 6%. They claim emulsion manufacturer 16% of the solid. अभी 40 समझो 60 किलो gloss के लिए we use around 65 kilo emulsion. Now these people want gloss like Epcolite or 90% of the Epcolite. So my observations are high TG emulsion, the TG should be around 45, don't go above 45. But हरीश जी क्या होता है इसमें टेक्सनॉल आपको वो लोग बोलते हैं 16% ऑफ द सॉलिड. अभी 60 किलो बाइंडर है तो 30 किलो सॉलिड 30 का 16%, 3 किलो 200. 3 किलो 200 में कुछ होता नहीं सर, 4-5 किलो टेक्सनॉल डालना पड़ता है. तो इट इज एज गुड एज ए सॉल्वेंट बेस्ड कोटिंग ओनली.
यस.
समझो लो VOC का कुछ फंडा ही नहीं रह गया. And then we add high TG, as you say rightly, आपने बोला था DEG you have to go up to 4 to 5%. Then one more observation I observe with my so many clients experience, the soft water is not enough. Delhi municipality or some Bombay municipality का पानी not enough. If you want to have really high sheen, DM water पे batch बनाओ, it improves gloss like anything. Now this DM water we use to make this pigment concentration, universal stainers and homo paste and colorants and all. So I think Harish ji, I want your opinion. The DM water pigment wettability will be, I think, better, enhanced.
According to me, for all the process, all the water-based process, DM water is to be used only. Only the suggested is the DM water, not the normal water, even tap water. I'll suggest go for DM water, add some Callaghan, SHMP or any other reagent, you will get a better wettability.
And one more, my observation, Harish ji.
Yes.
ये ऐसा मेरा एक observation था कि if you use now actually dispersant also instead of 30% acrylic acid, 30% active matter, 45% high solid dispersants have come in the market. They help a lot. And one more observation I observed, your normal wetting agents, nonil phenol free also, if quantity of the wetting agent is more, of course foaming will be more, washability will be hampered, but gloss improves like anything. That means there is something to do. Wetting and the gloss का कुछ relation है. Pigment wetting जबरदस्त अच्छा हुआ तो gloss अच्छा आता है.
नहीं, the basic.
And one more thing. हाँ sir.
Yes, you continue. I'll tell afterward. You continue.
And then the cellulosic thickener, CMC, HEC and all, they reduce the gloss. PU thickener is the best for the gloss. And you have told already, I'll repeat again, no heat generation during the process. वो अपना स्मॉल स्केल में जैकेटेड का फंडा लोगों में नहीं है. जैकेटेड वेसल ये फंडा ही नहीं है. तो वो लोग 2 घंटे के बाद बोलते हो गया ठंडा हो गया. बाहर से बैरल को हाथ लगा के देखते हैं ठंडा है, अंदर माल हॉट रहता है. एंड दे आर इमल्शन. So no heat generation during the process. It is I think hampering heat with the pigment wetting. You are the better judge. Excess pigment wetting give good gloss. And I have tried, but I am not successful. I have tried. Some people like you, learned people suggested me, and in some leading companies formulation also I have seen, they add 2 to 3% glycerin in the water-based paint to improve the gloss. But मैंने बहुत try किया, मेरे को कुछ उसमें result नहीं मिला. And lastly, as I told already, quality of extender. These are the my in general thing. And one more thing, my observation, you can correct it. Opaque polymer up to semi-glossy level, it is okay. ये लोग को जो gloss मांगता है ना, जो अपने दिमाग में gloss है, semi-glossy को we will say कि water base में semi-glossy is a gloss. No, they are nowadays they are having habit of comparing with solvent-based acrylate enamel. So that level of gloss opaque polymer से नहीं आता है, because opaque polymer also it is a core and shell technology वाला है. You apply opaque polymer itself on the paper and see shining is there, but it gives opacity also. So I don't know the exact that light reflection problem will be there. That what you call light का refraction होता होगा with the opaque polymer, but gloss means not. I think these are all our friends in the industry now. They are and many people are supplying gloss emulsion. That is the thing. I think Harishji, over to you.
Yes. Any question?
Dr.
Holkar sir.
Hello.
Yeah. Can I ask one question, please?
Please, Gaganji, please.
Yeah. This is Gagan from Golden Pen Amritsar. Holkar sir, you mentioned in the start that nowadays people want high sheen or gloss in 10 rupee kg distemper, or like this was. So is it possible to have sheen or gloss in such high PVC kind of a thing? Am I audible, sir?
This is question to me or to Holkar ji?
This is to Holkar sir. They mentioned that nowadays people like their demand is to have such high sheen and pouch kind of a distemper. So just my question is it possible to have?
Sir, my answer is sir. So my answer is no. My normal answer will be no, not possible. But with only a little sheen will be possible in 10 rupees RMC or 6 rupees RMC, and extended loading is around 60%. Only I have some little shine like Excel or you can say satin. Only possible if we use alkyd emulsion, not regular water-based sarin acrylic emulsion.
Got it, sir. Got it. Right. Thank you so very much, sir.
मुकुंद जी नमस्कार. कैलाश राठी तुलसी पेंट.
अरे नमस्कार सर.
नमस्कार सर. सर आपण जे ह्याच्याबद्दल सांगत होतात हाय ग्लास
तुम्ही मला सांगा मराठीमध्ये सांगा. I will translate your.
I can talk in English also.
English बोला. कारण all India people are here.
Yeah. So you are talking about high gloss emulsion paint, and you told that wetting agent should be added to improve the gloss.
More wetting agent.
More wetting agent.
And as Harish ji rightly told, the procedure of pigment dispersion also plays a role. So in short, pigment wetting is a main criteria for gloss. Not only higher 65 kilo high TG emulsion डाला तो gloss आया ऐसा नहीं. All these factors, I have made a list of 8 factors which my.
But what happens is generally if you go for the higher wetting agents, then your defoamer is not very specifically working while application of the paint. That is what I have observed.
I agree. Defoamer we add of high quality. Harish will tell you better.
I'll answer the question.
Which kind of defoamer should be?
300 grams we use defoamer. And again one more thing very important, a production hint. Defoamer don't add in a single lot. It won't work efficiently at all. I will tell 1 or 2 observation about defoaming the procedure. Usually some companies I see, big companies, they are defoamer in 2 parts, part A and part B. Part A to avoid foam with the surfactant stage 1. And one defoamer there, after emulsion again foam is coming. But some companies formulation I seen defoamer they add in 5 times. 5 times defoamer. That is very important. The means the 300 grams, they add 60 grams each stepwise. And why? In fact, I was surprised to see when they want to add 38 kilo emulsion, they add 19 kilo emulsion, stir it for 5 minutes, again add defoamer 60 grams, again add emulsion half the quantity. Means they foam, defoamer addition is very important. And secondly, one more thing I observed in our small scale, defoamer shaking before use is very, very important. Because Harish is a right person to explain you. As long as I know, defoamer consists of water, surfactant and mineral oil. What happens if you don't use defoamer for 8 days? One example, yesterday only in my group I told that fellow called me, sir, defoamer our 100 gram dala to foam is increasing because he has not used the defoamer for 6 months and he was adding only surfactant part. So defoamer taking is very important. I think therefore the manufacturers like Harish ji, they advise defoamer to take 45 kg in 50 kilo carbo, not in 200 liter barrel. And every time defoamer you add, you have to make the carbo ulta and shake very well. Otherwise, you are adding only surfactant part, which will be foaming agent. And actually, you know, foam is an enemy
but
of
for
the
how many hours? After how many hours you have to shake it?
No, daily you make a habit to your production worker. Sir, you are handling production for so many years. I am also handling workers. When you tell 4 things, they will do 2 things. So don't tell them ki shake it only once in a week. Tell them whenever you want to take 100 gram defoamer, and don't shake only horizontally carbo. ऊपर का surfactant ऊपर ही हिलते रहेगा. You have to make carbo उल्टा, shake well and take out. This habit you create. अगर आप रोज बोलेंगे तो at least हफ्ते में 3 बार तो they will do it.
Fine, sir. So which kind of defoamers do you suggest then for these high gloss paints?
Hello.
I think Hariji will answer you because
See,
he is an expert in defoamers. Additives, he is an expert.
See, first of all, I'll tell you the additives, they play a very important role. The addition of additives should be minimized. Minimum quantity of additives should be added into the process is first point. Secondly, the selection of additive is very important. Either if you have an over of experience, you can do the jugglery with the additive. Otherwise, whatever your principal say, you have to follow the rules. These are the 2 things. Now, third number, regarding the defoamer, in the initial stage when the grinding start, if you are making a minimum medium quality paint where the extender part is more, silicone defoamer is to be some part. Suppose you are adding 0.3, then 0.1% is added during grinding. Then the stirring start, mechanical force also there, and lot of surfactant inside. So what happens? The foaming will increase. So the second stage, again, you have to add a 0.100 gram. And the third stage, let down process also, you have to add 3 parts. So 300 in 3 parts you have to add. This is for the medium quality paint. Now for the premium quality paint, if you want, I'll suggest you go for the mineral oil based defoamer, not the silicone based defoamer. So that also we recommend up to 0.2% only. Don't add excess of emulsifier. I'll tell you, the emulsifiers only, they functions, they wet the pigment and they help in process. Gloss will never improve with the excess of emulsifier. Only they will help to lose the particle. So the wetting will be proper. Once the wetting will be proper, your grinding will be fast. You will get the gloss. The principle is that. So excess of defoamer will create a problem. Then you have to add excess of defoamer. Then suppose you are making 100 liter of paint, it will go to the 120 liter. So the property will be changed totally. So don't add excess of additive. You have to add control limit of additive only.
Hariji.
Yes.
Hariji. One of my question in low PVC emulsion paint, manufacturers are in practice of using more glycol, 2-3 kg. As Hulialkar also told that they are adding glycerin, 2-3%. So is there any adverse effect on the film of this glycols to the high performance emulsions?
See, basically glycerin is a hygroscopic in nature. Glycerin is hygroscopic in nature. I will first of all say if you want to add.
I'm talking about glycols, MEG, DEG.
But you said the glycerin also.
No. Hulialkar says this, people are in practice of adding glycerin. I'm just talking about glycols, MEG, DEG, PPG.
Low.
Glycerin is something different than the DEG, MEG.
Yeah, it's a glycol, it's a hygroscopic in nature. For cosmetic industries, it is okay. But for the paint industry, I will say that you avoid glycerin. You avoid glycerin. Yes, you avoid glycerin. You go for MEG or DEG or PG, if possible. If you are using PG,
my question is that.
Yes.
Hariji, my question is that. Is any adverse effect of these glycols on the film of high performance emulsion like Royal Shine type? And because in our area in MP, the paint makers using 2-3%.
I understand excess of glycerin, excess of glycol. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
See, Excess of glycol, whether it is DEG, MEG or a PEG, whatever excess of glycol, if you are adding in the low PVC film formation, definitely the film properties will be a difficult. I mean, you will get the slow drying. You have to add then the high TG emulsion.
So
drying will be an issue. You have to add more of the coalescing agent then.
Harish, can you answer one of my question, please?
Yes.
So why we find sometimes that in storage the water comes on the surface of the paint? Water separation, I want to say.
In solvent base or water base?
Sir, in water base. Water base, sir. Not in solvent base.
Water base.
Yes. Sometimes. Not always, but sometimes it happens.
With the premium paint or with the medium quality paint?
Sir, in the medium quality paints.
Medium quality paint, after some time you say the water comes on the top.
Yes.
Phase separation.
Phase separation. Phase separation, that material is not dried properly and phase separation is there. It is all right, Ashokji said. It's a phase separation. Secondly, the film is not dried properly. See, in case of water-based system,
sir, I'm talking in a container.
This is in
sir,
can.
I'm talking in container. In can.
In can.
Yes.
Water separation is there in can, I doubt. Emulsifier properly, if you add it, then there should not be any free water. If you added a proper emulsifier, then the emulsification will be done and you will not get this type of water separation. There is some low quantity of emulsifier.
Okay, sir.
Sir, can I answer this question?
CMC
can I try to help?
Hello? Yes?
Yeah, this is Dr. Gururaj here. Can I try to answer this question?
Yes, why not? You can answer. Forum is open for all.
Sure. So basically, ये जो water separation बोल रहे, पानी ऊपर आ जाता है. What my observation is, if your extenders have not wetted well, if they don't have the water holding capacity, that can be one of the reasons for your water separation. Second reason is if your rheology is not good. If you have not maintained the rheology very well, then also the extenders can settle down and pani upar chhoot jata hai. Third thing, if your stabilization of the dispersion is not good, then again your extenders are going to settle down or pani upar aa jayega. These are the three reasons you need to take care of to prevent water from coming on the top.
Should I add something more? Sir, one more point is there. Dr. Gururaj, there one more point. Usually, क्या होता है? You have to see water separation first for diagnostic करने के लिए, to rule out the possibility. You have to take the smell of the paint. If there is a foul smell, तो पहला पानी separate क्या पहले foul smell आता है. If your biocide is a weak and the CMC HEC is a vitamin for the bacteria, and एक बार CMC HEC जो protein है, that is eaten by bacteria, and then वो जो water holding chemical है, that is only over, then water separation natural. तो पहले मुर्गी या पहले अंडा, ऐसा क्वेश्चन ये है, पहले बैड स्मेल होता है क्या पहले water separation है? But it is not the case every time, but 90% this is the case.
Now I add one more thing to this. The pH is also very important.
Exactly.
pH is also very important. pH is also very important. You have to check the pH of the system. It is very important. So there are 3-4 points. Number one, pH. Second is the rheology. Third is the emulsifier. If you added a proper, there should not be phase separation. I am agreed with the Ashokji. pH is very important factor. pH is very important.
pH अगर कम हो जाएगा तो फेस सेपरेशन हो सकता है.
हाँ, that is what the pH is very important.
अमोनिया कभी-कभी उड़ के ऊपर कंटेनर के उस ऊपर चला जाता है, तो वो ज्यादातर लोग अमोनिया डालते हैं, तो अमोनिया उड़ जाता है कभी-कभी, उससे भी ये होता है.
Hello. Try to
Harish, my one question.
कि हमको ये कैसे, हेलो हरीश जी, आर यू लिसनिंग?
यस यस यस।
सो माय क्वेश्चन इज कि हमने ये कैसे सिलेक्ट करना है कि हमने ग्लाइकोल कौन सा यूज करना है, वेदर इट इज MEG, DEG और PEG? ये क्राइटेरिया कैसे हम लेना है, कौन सा ग्लाइकोल हम यूज कर रहे हैं?
देखिए MEG और DEG में से तो आप कुछ भी यूज करिए, मीडियम क्वालिटी के लिए कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। इफ यू वांट टू गो फॉर हाई एंड प्रोडक्ट, ट्राई टू यूज PG। इसके पहले में एक क्वेश्चन जो था वो ऐड अप करना चाहता था, जो पहला क्वेश्चन था pH के ऊपर, जो कि फेस सेपरेशन होता है, उसमें pH बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है।
Okay, now I think we have had a very fruitful and nice section. I think people can reach out to the experts directly.
I have one question. Hello.
I think we should wind it up now because.
Sir, you're suggesting PEG? Sanjeev, last you give me only 1 minute to.
Okay, so
just
sum
give me
up.
1 minute.
Okay, the experts will sum it up एक minute में, and then we close it.
PG, you are suggesting polyethylene
glycol or
PG, propylene glycol. No, propylene glycol. PG only. Propylene glycol, not PEG. Not PEG 600, 400. Only propylene glycol. PG.
Yeah, Riji, TEG भी डाल दे. Can we add TEG also?
Sanjeev ji,
T is better. Don't add ammonia. Always don't try to add. It is a better neutralizer, pH stabilizer.
I think Harish ji and Hulyalkar ji, आप एक बार थोड़ा सा sum up कर दो, and then we'll close the session.
Sir, give me 1 minute for end of my. First of all, I want to thank ISPA for giving me this platform. Secondly, I want to thank you also, because many times when they take interview, such as the anchor talks more than the interviewer. So you were talking very less and you have allowed us to talk. On TV shows, you see on TV shows, many times anchor is talking more than the speaker. And secondly, I will tell you, the pen technology is very vast. IPCA is taking a very good initiative. Sir, I will tell you today, the knowledge is like Himalaya. We have given some small ice pieces to you people, only few ice pieces. Still, knowledge is like Himalaya mountain. And lastly, combination works. And Sanjuji, you held it so nicely. And the combination means what? Harish ji is my very old friend from last 35 years. And we are together in Color Society also. And Harish ji is a core, I will say core chemistry person. I am a core pen technology person. And you are a core industry person, resin manufacturer. So this combination works very well. Lastly, I will tell a small story about combination, and then I will end my. Sir, once combination के ऊपर है ये story, एकदम small है. Once Swami Vivekananda's disciple, one European lady from London, told Swamiji, I want to marry you. तो स्वामी जी बोले, विवेकानंद जी बोले, भाई वो बोले कि जो बच्चा होएगा वो आपके जैसा इंटेलिजेंट होगा और मेरे जैसा सुंदर होगा, पर कॉम्बिनेशन अगर उल्टा हो गया तो स्वामी जी टोल्ड, इफ इट इज रिवर्स देन क्या होने वाला है. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Only one question. I think
sir, only one. Just selection of titanium dioxide in water-based.
Reduction of titanium dioxide in water-based system.
No, sir. No, sir. It's selection of titanium.
Achha, selection. So always go for the rutile one. Anatase will work. Then you have to add more quantity. The color index, if you see, refractive index, if you see, it is more in case of the titanium dioxide rutile. So preferably use rutile titanium. Avoid any use of anatase.
Sir, one question. What should be the pH of a high quality water-based paint? External.
pH external 8 to 8.5. Maximum you can go up to 9.
Okay, thank you very much.
Harish sir, can we use sodium aluminum silicate instead of opaque polymer?
Sodium alumina silicate in primer you can use, not in the emulsion paint.
Not in the emulsion paint. Thank you, sir. This is Khuzema Mutiwala from SR International.
Okay.
Okay, Harishji, you also want to say something to
Yeah. See, IPCA is always doing a better program. See, we have conducted lot of program throughout India. We have joined with the Tata, and we have given the different presentation right from the your Chennai, Bangalore, then Maharashtra, Pune. We went to the Goa. We went to the Chandigarh. We went to the Kolkata, Jamshedpur, and all area. The process was on the painting process on the galvanized paints, cold rolled and the hot rolled steel sheets. So we have given the presentation through IPCA to all these, and we have gotten a very good response. IPCA is always doing a different kind of technical programs. We have conducted many seminars with the IIT. We have started with the KSS knowledge sharing seminar. On different platforms, we have gotten a very good response for the KSS. And now in Sagarji is president, this year that KSS is converted into KTSS, that is Knowledge and Technology Sharing Seminar. Now the next one thing I want to tell you, the IPCA journal is ready and it will be published in the mid of June, and each and everybody will get the hard copy of it. I request all the regions to send their 2 or 3 articles, those who want to send. I gotten a space for 2-3 articles, number one, and I have gotten a target of 10 advertisement, each of rupees 5,000. So those who are interested, they can send to the Sagarji. Those who are interested, they can send their checks. Advertisement matter. I am not sure whether this will be a full page advertisement or a half page advertisement. According to the matter, I have to adjust. That I will leave it to my printer. He will adjust. You have to send me the article, I mean your advertisement material in the full page form. So that adjustment I'll do it myself. Those who are interested, they can send their check or confirmation to Sagarji. Only this much. Thank you very much for the nice listening.
Thank you, Harishji.
Thank you, Harishji, and thank you, Lialkarji. Over to Sagarji to finally sum up everything.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mukundji and Harishji, providing such a great input, to all the paint manufacturers. It will really going to help in a, excellent way. And I have already posted on the chat box the email IDs of Harishji and Lialkarji. I also request to the participants, those who are not the members of IPCA, to become IPCA members so they can be informed of all future events through regional and central offices. Here I would like to extend my gratitude to all the speakers, participants, my senior colleagues. Under their guidance, we are able to make this webinar successful. Especially, I want to give thanks to Mr. Suresh Mahadevan ji, Mr. Shri Rajiv Bhai Parik ji, Jaisal Bhai, for such a excellent arrangements with all the speakers from Mumbai. Our web designer, Mr. Jitin Agarwal, he has also done a wonderful job, who has designed all the webinar. Mr. Ashwini Mehra, he's our immediate past president, who has also given a lot of inputs in this complex situation. And I, of course, appreciate the work done by Kerala team. They are also doing very good work, and hope we will make these webinars more successful in coming time. Of course, my daughter Sonal, without her contribution to conduct the webinar would be very difficult for me, because I'm not a computer guy. So he has given me a lot of, support to conduct these webinars. Friends, don't get disheartened. Dil chota mat kijiye. Jaise experts are predicting huge downfall in the economy due to this coronavirus. I don't know much about these experts, but I know for sure they do not know anything about the value of human motivation, जो हमारे पक्के इरादे होते हैं और जो किसी भी सिचुएशन से हम अपने आप को बाहर ला सकते हैं. If we can believe experts, after total destruction in the Second World War, Japan had no future. But उसी जापान ने 30 सालों में अपनी मेहनत से, अपनी कार्यकुशलता से अमेरिका को पीछे छोड़ दिया था. And if we believe in the same experts, अरुणिमा सिन्हा जो वर्ल्ड फेमस हमारी जो माउंटेन क्लाइंबर रही हैं, शी हैज एक्सपर्ट्स ने कहा कि ये एक नॉर्मल लाइफ को जीवन यापन करना उनके लिए बड़ा मुश्किल होगा. बट that lady has proved to the world, and she has climbed the Mount Everest, the toughest job that has been done by that lady. So friends, we will also come over with this coronavirus, corona crisis. It is also not different to us. I do not have any doubt about that. We will defeat the corona hands down, and our economy will bounce back in a great manner. So please stay positive, stay safe. God bless us all. Once again, thank you so much.